Alright. Shalom. Brother Kabad back with a GMS lesson. GMS keep pushing. Before I go any further, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father's own begotten Son, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash, the honor to our apostles and elders, great millstone, for teaching us His truth according to the Bible who rule well. Another shalom to all the sincere Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth through diligence and sincerity. Another online article from the Intercept. It says, as Teddy Roosevelt's statue falls, let's remember how truly dark his history was. And that's right, man. This dude had a dark history as long as all the other presidents, man. All right. It says New York City's America's Museum of Natural History announced Sunday that it will remove its famous. This is a famous statue, right? Let's find out what it's famous for. It says President Teddy Roosevelt from its sidewalk entrance. It says the museum's president emphasized that the decision was made based on the statue of hierarchical composition. Roosevelt is on a horse flanked by an African man and a Native American man on foot, rather than the simple fact that it portrayed Roosevelt. The museum, confounded by Roosevelt's father, will keep Roosevelt's name on its Theodore Roosevelt Memorial Hall, Theodore Roosevelt Rotunda, and the Theodore Roosevelt Park. And you know the reason why they are taking these statues down, and it's true, and this precept is coming on a lot. It says Job 20:10, it says, whose children sleazy E shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their goods. Right? And that's what they're trying to do, man. You know? They're trying to please Jacob. Right? So they're taking down a bunch of statues and saying, oh, it was wrong. Well, look, you been knew it was wrong, man. Why does it take this to take those statues down, man? That just goes to show you right there that Esau is coming out of his power. Okay? So let's go back. It says, it says, this suggests that Americans still have not faced the extraordinary dark side of Roosevelt's history. Okay, it says Roosevelt was born in 1858 to a wealthy New York City family. When his father died, while Roosevelt was attending Harvard, he inherited the equivalent of about $3 million today, and that's a lot of money. Whew. It says while in the 20s, Roosevelt investigated a significant percentage of this money in the cattle business out west. This led him to spend large amounts of time in Montana and the Dakotas in the years just before they became states in 1889. During this period, Roosevelt developed an attitude towards Native Americans. Okay, what kind of attitude was that? It says that can fairly be described as a genocidal. In 1886 speech in New York, he declared, I don't go so far as to think that the only good Indian is a dead Indian. And he's talking about the children of Israel. Okay, Gad and Reuben, all right? We are part of the tribes of Israel. Okay? And this is what one of your presidents said, man. Which all your presidents have this in their hearts. Okay? He said an only good Indian was a dead Indian. It says, but believe 9 out of every 10 are, and I shouldn't like to inquire too closely in the case of the 10. Wow. The most vicious cowboy has more moral principles than the average Indian. Wow. Where did y'all learn values from? You learned it from Jake. All right. Y'all was in the Caucasus Mountains. This is take 300 low families of New York and New Jersey, support them for 50 years in vicious idleness, and you will have some idea of what the Indians are. Reckless, revengeful, friendly-ish, cruel. Wow. And you can go on and on, but Let's get back to the scriptures. Let's go to Obadiah. Let's go to Obadiah. Okay. That's where we at. It says, verse 6, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Okay, and it's through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI revealing to his men to let y'all people know this man is the devil, man. Always has and always will be. Okay? You know, it takes Black Lives Matter or a Jake dying for you to realize that this man is the devil. Okay? It says, verse 10, jumping down, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. And, you know, a lot of sleazy E's don't want to talk about this. They're shameful of their past. They're shameful. A lot of them are shameful, man. That's why you see these statues coming down. Okay? That's why you see him coming down. But this man is the wicked, man. Okay? It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, slaughtering, right? The natives. He said the only good Indian was a dead Indian. And that comes from one of your presidents. Your so-called founding fathers, right? Shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So Esau has it coming back to him, man. You know? Esau has it coming back to him. To the point where he's not going to be able to... matter of fact, let's get that. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Did I overlook it? This is Isaiah 14, and I'll get to the point. Verse 2. It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess. You know what? I started 1. Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. Who's Jacob? The Israelites. Right? And you're starting to see that mercy now. It says, and will yet choose Israel, which is Jacob. His name was changed to Israel after he wrestled the angel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, the Israelite foreigners. Okay? Because we were scattered into every nation. Verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them. Possess them means you have ownership in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. So, you know, this is coming right back to them, man. You know, it says whose captives they were. As you saw Theodore Roosevelt with Judah on one side and Gad on the other side. That's how it's going to be in the kingdom, man. You're going to have Esau on both sides. Okay? And we're going to be in power. It says, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. Because we were captives, man. As you saw in that picture. Okay? We were conquered. Now we're going to do the conquering. It says, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Because we have been oppressed, right? And the whole world is seeing it, realizing it, and waking up to it, man. They're tired of this devil's crap, man. Even his own people, you know. So with that, you know, I'm going to close. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father's own begotten Son, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakapadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone for teaching us his truth, according to the Bible and her rule well. Another shalom, all the sincere Akims throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth through diligence and sincerity. All right, it's coming back to Esau, right? Shalom.